Welcome to the Land Rover stand here at the Paris Motor Show, and this is the new Discovery Sport, and it's the first of 3 new Discovery models. A lot of people are calling this the replacement for the Freelander, but Land Rover says no, it's not. This vehicle actually has a much wider and broader appeal. Despite the marketing pitch though, the car is actually based on a reworked platform of the Freelander and the same one that underpins the Evoque. However, some new compact rear suspension gives it a party trick. The Discovery Sport is available with a 3rd row of occasional chairs. They flip out of the floor and you do sit quite low, and even with this middle row slid forward, it does feel a little bit of a tight squeeze here for adults. I mean, yeah, you could endure a quick trip back from the pub, but kids will be fine back here, and they even have their own air conditioning system so they can control the climate back here just for themselves. But while it may have 7 seats, the Discovery Sport takes up slightly less space on the road than its rivals such as the BMW X3. With the middle seat slid forward, there's 679 litres of boot space, increasing to 1,689 with them folded. Obviously with the middle row slid forward, it's a bit tight on your knees, but when you slide them all the way back, you still end up with 479 litres of boot space and absolutely loads of knee room. Apparently, the amount of knee room you have here is pretty much identical to the big Range Rover. And of course you get a good view out because Land Rovers have that stadium seating where the seats go higher the further you go back in the vehicle. And these front seats actually are quite thin, so you get a good view ahead. Also, even with this panoramic roof, there's loads of headroom. It's really spacious for adults back here. Land Rover has designed the Discovery Sport's interior to be premium but not precious. That means quality, yet hard-wearing materials. The car gets a brand new 8-inch colour touchscreen, and unlike the old system, which you had to operate by pressure, it's capacitive, like on your smartphone. So you just dab it and it responds instantly, so there's none of the lag you used to get with the old system. Also, the Discovery Sport has 7 USB ports in it, so there's one for every passenger. And there's some other features on it which I really like. For instance, here's the cup holders, but if you don't want the cup holder, you can remove this item, and underneath they made use of the space so you can actually fit a 1.5 litre bottle of water in there. And it's just little details like that where you can see that the people who've designed this car have just spent that little bit of extra effort thinking about how to make it just perfect for families. Despite being good for families, the Discovery Sport is still a proper off-roader and has a class-leading wading depth of 600mm. You can get it with special sensors in the wing mirrors which let you know the depth of the water so you don't get into trouble. From launch, you'll be able to get the Land Rover Discovery Sport with 2 engines. They're the same ones that you get in the Evoque, so a diesel and a petrol model. You'll also be able to get automatic and manual transmissions and all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. Later on, a new diesel engine will be added to the range which emits less than 120 grams per kilometre of carbon dioxide, and that car will start from under £30,000. So what do we think of this vehicle overall? Well, do you know what? It looks good, it feels posh inside, it's got acres of space, it can seat 7, and it's got real off-road capability. I think Land Rover may just have a surefire sales success on their hands.